Let's go. Okay. Adjusting my seat. Perfect. See me better like this? No. I'll just leave you right there. Okay. Let's get into it. I made a current dashboard that tells everything that's happening in real time with John and faces within the market, what's happening, so you get better awareness what's going on, position yourself properly, boom, and start winning together. Okay. apparently Claude AI is having issues right now. I'll show you guys the dashboard I made a little bit later. Now, stop it. Tomorrow is April 30th. Big day for all of us. You can see it clearly right there. A lot of market impact news coming. GDP, gross domestic product. See how much money is coming in and out of the business, stocks, whatever for the market. We will get the result of the numbers coming out tomorrow that will reflect how it will behave. For example, if the inflation of the values and goods and services produced by the economy increases or decreases, that's the pricing itself. So therefore, will people like the price or not? How would they react to it? Etc. And that will affect the market hard. It's pretty big because traders are able to position themselves properly by knowing how the market will react. Within my community, I teach everyone, I show everyone the market. I have the blueprint, I have the resources showing them step by step what does it look like for the market for a specific certain news that comes out. This says this. What does the market behave like? Now, this says this. What does the market behave like? And keeping it going and finding a pattern that tends to happen repeatedly. And then boom, you know how it usually reacts then. You make a system, a repeatable pattern out of that. Boom. Pretty much, I'm gonna help you guys get structure with what's going on in real time with the world. As far as we know, the news is just the excuse. Because the more news comes out, the more news be lying. Well, the market don't lie. Price don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Money don't lie. They just talk. They just show. They reflect. That's it. Now you telling me I can't open trading view? Boom. First, quit trading view, see how that goes. Voila. Give me 1 second. Okay. Right now, I'm gonna clean up for you guys to see it properly. Okay. Now, 17th. That's me. Now, let's look at the date 17th. April 17th, I believe that was about 2 weeks ago. For the last 2 weeks. For the last 2 weeks, the Federal raised, well, the Fed's team literally keep telling everyone the Fed rate stays the same. 350, 375%, roughly around. Look at the US 10Y, bro. That's the Fed rate is telling you. It's been slowly increasing while they're using the news and headlines that's been coming out as a cover. They've been covering everything up. They're covering up the growth and keeping the money for themselves, bro. And by the time you guys are going to find out the market's been up, specifically for stocks, the stock's been up. I would say it's a potential bear trap. Or it's a potential trap right now if you decide to get in for a buy, because we need confirmation, bro. Everything's uncertainty. There's no risk on, there's no risk off behavior. Everything's a miss. If you're looking back to my previous lives or recordings, you'll see I've been repeatedly saying US 10Y or a dollar whenever it wants to go up. Assets doesn't like it when everything gets expensive. So therefore, why will stocks go up? How gold is behaving makes so much sense. It's behaving like a safe haven asset. Money is not flowing in, but it's not clearly bearish. It's de-risking into positions to take the money for themselves by liquidity. So it's positioning to target liquidity. Gold's been de-risking the headlines every time it comes out. Stock's been compressing. If traders be trading this, the money's probably taken because there's no clean price action. Everything's blah 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 blah. There's nothing clean, bro. Looking at 1 hour time frame, yeah, looks like you may have some opportunities, but however, still too much chop. Everything's raging. It's not really moving. By the time you set your ratio, it's probably too much. And you get stopped out because the market's most likely going to reverse. The market is being unclear with itself. The risk appetite doesn't show that the risk appetite is going down. Well, you can tell the market is avoiding the risk. You see, the uncertainty is there. So, if you want a clean price action and understanding what's happening with the market better right now, like I've been saying, gold. It's a truth serum. Gold reflects true behavior of what the smart money was to do in the market. It's been going up. I'm looking at the same thing. Okay. For SP 500, the market's compressing, but it looks like it just started to expand. Price actions are finally getting a little bit more clear at the end. But the overall behavior regime that's happening right now is still there. If gold was past 45.50 level, price level 45.50. This level. I'm gonna change the color. If gold respects this right box level, potentially targeting the equal highs liquidity from yesterday. If it failed and reject, reclaim the level back inside below 45.50, then potentially sweeping equal lows going lower. Still, following the downturn. If it doesn't do either, then we potentially have more range bound coming and making a floor. Should be forming a floor. Then do the same thing over for main reversion until it break out of the range. I'm gonna expect a trend, a range, a trend, a range. The market's not gonna trend and trend and then trend and then trend. And the market's not gonna do that. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, like I said, there's no clean price action. How would you get in the proper time? Yeah, gold has a better opportunity for you guys to trade. Okay, locking in for a second. We have the imbalance. Okay, I'm not gonna force my entry. It would have been better if I was quicker, but I wasn't. I'm gonna wait for gold to see if it's actually gonna respect the bracket structure I made right now in 3-minute time frame. Clean setup, waiting for the pullback. See if it's gonna respect the displacement. $8.30, just closed, bullish. Now, will it reject or will it hold? If it holds, it's potentially gonna keep sweeping further. Yesterday's high. What the market has to do is fucking with your psychology, bro. If you're wondering, you've been trading, I've been losing. What am I missing? Do you have a pattern? Did you test your system if it actually worked before you use your actual money? If you don't know what you're doing at all, that's why people join my community. I show them what to do to get themselves structured so they have a system that works. If you're wondering, the link's below the video. Dollar and federal rates got a little bit weaker right now. If it keeps getting weaker, that's good for gold. But the thing is it a trap? Because if it gets weaker every time the headline comes out, then reverse. We need a confirmation if it's going to respect the imbalance it made. It's the price absorbing because the volume increased and the third candle didn't really make much move. Just reading, identifying the behavior of candlesticks, what's happening. Woo! Can't believe I missed that. Bitcoin was beautiful. Actually, Bitcoin has been beautiful to trade. Bitcoin focuses on operating its own cycle, so therefore, yeah, sure, it reflects on the market world's behavior of how they're reacting, behaving, but overall, the price structure may be a little bit dirty, but man, this is beautiful. During the time of uncertainties, yeah, pretty much. Uncertainties, yep, it fucks everything up. Makes traders lose their money because they're not sure of what the fuck is going on with the market. Excuse my language, but man, you can feel me on that. We get frustrated because the market gets what? 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 If that's happening, isn't the market supposed to behave that way? But man, the market's not behaving normally lately. If Bitcoin's gonna keep being bearish, potentially see it pull back to see if it's gonna respect or see if it's gonna respect or break. If it breaks, it's most likely gonna be bullish. If it doesn't, mean reversion or bearish trend down still. Since the uptrend is getting weaker, it's forming a ridge. I would say mean reversion most likely the chops. But right now it's overall bullish. It has to strip the liquidity around there. Or break and retest the order block. Perfect. That's a minor liquidity created around there. Price level 4,600. And another liquidity made around 4,550 level. Around there. There's nothing exact. There's a zone. With more bearish momentum we have going on in the higher time frame, it would make sense to say gold potentially in the trap zone for sweeping equal lows. Like I said, if it doesn't do that and it holds above, it's potentially bullish for sweeping equal highs from yesterday, forming a range. Trading is required patience, patience, patience. FOMC today, and I missed that. Say Federal Reserve same yet. The news says more hawkish than expected. Contradictions. Liquidity grabbed by the reaction of this candle. Volume is still high. Waiting for it to calm down a bit to give it a clear direction of where it wants to go. But price overall bullish. Tokyo did sweep New York's high. Yes. Imbalance, pull back. Yep, I'm taking that. No, just leave it and see how it goes. Targeting liquidity from yesterday's equal highs. Invalidation is where 45.75. I prefer to give myself less more room, but I'm following my risk management, so we'll see how it goes. Playing the game of probability. 45.75 point for my invalidation level. If price hits it's probably gonna retest the break of structure. Oh, I see. Yeah, potentially retest the break of structure. See if it will hold or fail. If it reclaims the level, most likely will fail and go for the equal lows. That's why I put that as my stop loss, and that's my invalidation while my equal highest take profit is right there. You see it. Executing the system, practicing my execution in real time. You guys are my witness. Let's go. Everybody have questions? You have questions? No questions? What you gotta do? Someone commented finally. Yep. Been busy building up my website. Check it out if you haven't. Man, it's beautiful. Yeah. If you're looking at the chart, you're like, trading? What the fuck? What is the market even saying? How do people understand what the chart's saying? It doesn't make sense. It makes you want to watch more videos. Tried everything, but you're still not understanding what's happening. Man, I get it. I've been through it. This is why I found a mentor and I joined the community. I followed the plan that changed everything. And it made my own system that will help you guys. I broke it down in my community and hope students actually start understanding. That's what I do. I break down candlesticks, liquidity, and money flows in a way that makes most sense in the community with the resources. And I show how others build a repeatable pattern they can use to scale. Everything is structured so you guys can follow, understand, and improve. If you want, if you want to speed up the process, man, book a call. I hope you, but I'm telling you, you gotta prove you're committed. You're serious. If you're serious, let's work. Show your ass up 30 days straight, man. I'm gonna give you the result you want. That result is understanding what the money trying to say. Many talk, many communicate. Meanwhile, 99% of the people out there be like, I got money. I know what I'm doing. I got it, bro. I got it. I'm self-made. I'm a hustler. What? Okay, fine. How? But no, if you're still dependent, you ain't self-made. I help people with that. Let's go. Check out the website if you haven't. For our candle will close in 12 minutes. Looks like my entry was a bit too early. Still respecting the structure. For a 4-hour time frame, the trade looks like it's a bit early, but overall right now, the price still respecting the structure, so let's see how it goes. By structure, I'm talking about break of structure, the BOS. If you don't know what it is, you can look it up. If you prefer to have an assistant, guidance, mentorship, book a club. I help you. Let's understand money together so you guys can read money and use that to your advantage and make money just by reading it because you're entering the position properly. Let's go. Okay. If everybody don't have any questions, I'm gonna go focus on content creations. Let me get ready to post. You guys will see it soon. Let's go. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Nobody's calling me out. That's fine. I hold myself accountable and you'll see. The 1% make a difference because if you guys want to be the change, it starts with you being the change before you even expect your environment to change. Let's go. Let's go.